from Teach Pre-K. I am continuing with some things that you can do to get ready for school. I'm going back August 5th for my contract days, and one thing I like to have done is a welcome letter for my students. And to me, this welcome letter is step one of that relationship building that is so important. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I really feel like building relationships with the kids is the key to just having a good, successful year, a classroom community that works well, and it is your key to classroom management, along with learning all those procedures and everything else. The kids are more likely to do what you need and want them to do if you have taken the time to get to know them and let them get to know you. So step one is my welcome letter, which I send by snail mail about 10 days before Meet the Teacher Day. So Meet the Teacher Day this year is on, let's see, the 8th? Yeah, Thursday the 8th, I believe. Yeah. Which usually it's Friday, and it's our last day of contract week. So this year it's going to be a little bit different. But the reason why I send these letters snail mail is, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a little kid, if I got anything in the mail, like a birthday card from my grandma, or if I ordered something, you know, off the back of a cereal box that I couldn't wait to see, or a letter from a pen pal, we always did pen pal things at school, I felt really special. So I think sending them a letter that is addressed to them and for them via snail mail is just extra special. When I lived in Texas, and my two girls were going to preschool, they would do the cutest thing. They'd do a home visit, and they would come and see the kids in their class and bring them a little t-shirt, and it was really cute. Our kids are all over the place because we're a private school, and that would just take us days and days and days. So the welcome letter is a good substitution, and I am going to show you my welcome letter from last year. I did a video a couple days ago about how I color code my classes. I even do that with the welcome letter. This says, "Hello, Emmett," and he was one of my pre-K kids, and my pre-K color is purple. And this one was for Asher, and it is green. So he was one of my pre-K kids. The letter's exactly the same. I just do that, I guess, for my own self and to start the purple and green thing right off. But what I do is I include a current picture of myself. I took this last year, and then I write just a little bit about myself. I am Mrs. Lee. I'm so happy that I get to be your teacher. I love teaching preschool because I get to spend my days with amazing children, reading books, playing games, singing, building, learning, painting, and having fun. I thought you might want to know a few things about me before school starts. I love being a teacher. I have been a preschool and pre-K teacher for 16 years. My favorite color is black. My favorite foods are pizza, sushi, and cookies. I think the best thing about birthdays is the cake, mostly the frosting. I love children's books, especially funny books like Creepy Carrots or the book with no pictures. I will share all my favorite with you. I love to build with Legos, color with markers, and learn new things. We will have so many fun things to do together. I can hardly wait to get started. So I'm already letting them know things about myself that little kids are interested in. Your favorite color, your favorite food, what do you like to play? I like things that are funny. I talk about birthdays. Birthdays are always a big deal. So a lot of times I end up getting pictures all colored in black, and people bring cookies because they read that about me and think I would like that. But what I love about this is every year on Meet the Teacher Day, I have parents come up to me and say, she carried that letter around like all week. She wouldn't put it down. Or he made us put this in his room. Or we put this on the refrigerator, and we would just catch her standing there looking at it and telling me about you and your family. I include a picture of my family, and I've labeled my family in the past. I didn't do that this past year. I love this picture because we were at Trevi Fountain in Rome, and it just makes me so happy. But I talk about my daughter Jordan, how old she is and what she does. My kids don't live in my house, which is so crazy for the kids, so they always love to hear that, oh, she lives in her own house. And same with Ashton, and Ashton was getting married last year. And one other thing that I put in here, you guys, my kids went to the school I teach at, so they were students at that school too, so they love hearing that. And then I talk about Mr. Lee, how he's so funny, and he's the dad of the family and I'm the mom. And then Margot, the French bulldog, gets her own section. Margot is not my dog. Margot is Jordan's dog, and she is the most spoiled French bulldog on the face of the earth, but they love hearing about a dog or a cat or a snake or a bird. And I have a little portion of my focus wall that is teachers' pets, and we put our pictures up there, and I have this exact same picture of Margot up there. Margot spends a lot of time at my house, so she's the closest thing that I'm going to have to my own dog because my husband is horribly allergic. But they love this because they come into my classroom. I have a different family picture in my classroom, but I do have this exact same picture of Margot. And you guys, I get funny pictures of Margot and videos of Margot all the time. And it's something that the kids really enjoy. And it's just another way for them to connect with me. A lot of times they will come up to me and they'll say, did you get any new pictures of Margot? Or do you have a video of Margot doing something funny? And they just crawl into my lap and we share some special time. But this is the beginning of the relationship building right here. They are getting to know me. Then they come to meet the teacher and they've already seen my face. They already know a little bit about me, and they're just a little less anxious. They usually come right into me and say, Mrs. Lee. But I really recommend doing something like that. The snail mail is great. You do have to pay for stamps, but it's so worth it, and it's really, really special to the kids, and the parents really like it too. In my Teachers Pay Teachers store, I have several different classroom forms and assessment resources if you guys need any for the beginning of the year. And it includes this is a sample and it's got this little watermark on it, but it includes basically what I just showed you. It's got a space for your pet, and there's another template that doesn't have the space for the pet, but it's about me, about my family, about my pet. You add your own photos and it's editable. So you write it up about you and you're set to go. If you want something like this, this is it's a great idea, and that is included in that. I am kind of old school. I'm older. I'm, nearly 60 years old, and I still use paper. I'm trying to send all this stuff digitally, but I find that parents don't open attachments, and they're more likely to skim through stuff on its way to the trash can, if that makes sense. But one thing that I will do after I've sent the welcome letter out, I send an email to the parents, and I talk to them about things that I need from them. And one of those things is a normal sized backpack. If you've been teaching preschool for a while, you get why I'm saying this. Um, they will show up with the most adorable backpacks that are this big. And when the work is this big or bigger, it's horrible. And then a lot of them go to extended, then they have a lunch and they have to have a change of clothes in case they have a potty accident. I want a normal sized backpack. It doesn't have to weigh 5,000 pounds. You don't have to put the whole world in it. But it's got to be a normal sized backpack that will fit a normal sized folder. And I do send them that, and let them know that that's really important to me and why that's important to me. And that's something I talk about again on back to school night. And I'll even say, I'm sorry, because I've seen some really cute backpacks that probably cost you guys a fortune, but I need a normal size backpack. And I do try to give them enough time to get the normal size backpack. But I always send them a little, either electronically or give this to them at Meet the Teacher, what I need in their backpack. So this is just everything they need in a Ziploc bag. They need underwear, pants, shorts, jeans or leggings, socks and shirt, and shoes if they have a spare pair, because you guys all know when they have a really big potty accident, their shoes get soaking wet, and I don't want to put kids' little feet in shoes that have been full of pee. I have this as well, what to keep home. It's just, there are things that are better left at home. Below is a short list of a few items that will have a better day in the car or at home. Toys, except for when they have show and tell. I do not want them to bring toys from home. This was rampant last year, and I hate it more than anything, and I had to tell parents, please. Weapons, real or pretend weapons. Pets. I've heard stories about frogs and snakes and the goldfish that's dead in the backpack. Candy, medications, and money. Medications, if their child needs a medication, a parent needs to hand that to me. I need to have a note from a doctor, and I need to know what to do with it. I don't want the child to have to handle it. The only thing I make exceptions for is an inhaler or an EpiPen. I like to have the EpiPen where I know where it is instead of having to find a backpack. But I understand EpiPens are expensive, and if that's not possible, it can be in the backpack. I need a note from a doctor for that. And same thing with the inhaler. I need a note. I had an asthmatic child. I know how to use all that stuff, and I let the parents know that. I have also in my little paperwork packet that you can find on TPT, I have student expectations. And these are 6 things they can do to have a good day. I send this to the parents, and I have it posted on my teacher bulletin board. It's listening with your ears, eyes, and whole body. Share our classroom toys are for everyone. Take turns. Everyone will get a chance to do fun things in our classroom. Be kind. It feels good when friends are kind to us. It feels even better to be kind to others. Quiet voices and walking feet. We are safe when we walk, and we can listen when our voices are soft. We keep our hands, feet, and body to ourselves. Some people don't want to be touched, pushed, or bumped. It's easy to have a good day. Are all these things going to happen? No, they never do, but that's okay. They just always need reminders, and I have that in black and white and in color. Then I have parent and caregiver expectations, and this is 6 things that they can do to make sure their child has a good day. And you guys, these are all the things I talk to them at back to school night. Be on time. Every part of our day is important. We all want a good start. Let your child hang his or her own backpack and coat. This fosters independence and builds self-confidence. Take your child to the bathroom before he or she enters the classroom. Less chance of accidents and more uninterrupted learning. Communicate with the teachers. Let us know if your child is out of sorts, anxious, or has exciting news to share, especially brand new babies. We love that. Quick hug and kiss goodbye. A quick goodbye lets your child know he or she is in good hands. Please be on time to pick up. Being late might cause some unintended anxiety. Call us if you're running late. It's just like basic things, but you guys, your parents need to be reminded of all these things as much as the students. And I will write a long email that includes all these things. And I have a big thing with crying children. I want the parents to go as fast as possible. I've been around kids for years. I'm a mom. I hope to be a grandma one day. I love, love, love children. They are very safe with me. And most of the time the crying is for the parents. It's not because there's anything wrong with being in school. So we talk about that at back to school night, and I include that in a welcome email for the parents. Here is my drop off SKILL skill for parents. Give them a squeeze, get that last hug in, give them a kiss goodbye, say I love you, look for 2 to 3 seconds max, and leave. Don't linger. That's super important to me. And it just says, know that we will protect, comfort, care, and have fun with your child until you return at the end of the day. Okay, guys, this is my biggie. Kids have to be potty trained at our preschool. In our toddler room, they don't. But once they hit the 3 and 4-year-old preschool, they do. And it was really interesting. I found out that parents have very different ideas about exactly what potty training is. So this gets sent electronically, and it's posted right outside my door. So it talks about how our policy is that children are potty trained. This is what a potty trained child is. Be able to tell the adults in charge that they have to go potty before they go. They must be able to say, I have to go potty before they have to go. They have to be able to pull their underwear and pants down and get them back up without assistance. I will help them. We will all help them. But I want the parents to be mindful of putting their kids in clothes that foster their independence, that help them be able to go to the bathroom by themselves, because it makes them feel confident and feel good about themselves. It is important. They should be able to get off the potty by themselves. We have a big potty and a tiny potty, and we have a step stool for the big potty, so we have no problems there. They need to be able to wash and dry their hands, and they need to be able to postpone going if they must wait for someone who is in the bathroom, or if we are outside and away from the bathroom. I mean, we take them as soon as we can, but in my classroom, the bathroom is all the way down the hall, and a lot of times there's a backup. We understand that accidents happen, and we will always be patient and kind as your child learns the importance of self-care. We are there to help your child gain confidence, feel good about themselves, and feel happy and safe at school. Potty training can be a sensitive issue. Be patient, be understanding, and realize that no one goes to prom in a pull-up. Working together, we will all help the preschoolers develop potty confidence. So, you guys, I think this is a really important thing for parents. The wiping of after number 2, the kids will all tell me they can't wipe themselves, and I'll say, you've got to try. Get some toilet paper, reach there and try. I warn the parents there's going to be skid marks. I will help the children if they really have a mess and really need help, but I work for a Catholic school. You guys might know that there were some problems in the Catholic Church, and I don't want to touch anyone's child. I will comfort them and love them. I will help them, but I want them to do things concerning the private parts of their body as much by themselves as they possibly can. But yes, I've been a mommy. I will help them. I will help those kids. I also include snack suggestions, and we are a no-nut school, so I've got a form for no-nut schools. Oh, they're both for no-nut schools. Oh, one has a do not bring on it. Applesauce cups, hate those. Fruit cups, hate those even more. Kale chips, because my daughter went into anaphylaxis from having a kale chip because an errant peanut was in there. Granola bars usually are manufactured on equipment with nuts and things that they've used with nuts, and Go-Gurt, because Go-Gurt is sugar masquerading as a dairy product, and it makes a huge mess. So I just don't want things that make a gigantic mess. And most parents are really great about that. So, also included in all these forms, and you guys, I'm going to leave a link to this in case you need any of these. I'm just showing you all this because these are things I was required to have for my class, and maybe it's cluing you into things that you need for your class. I have a medical information and release form, and I only need this if I have to give them medicine at school. I have a student information sheet with things like, what do they like to do? Are they allergic to anything? What are the names of their siblings? What are the names of their pets? What do they like? What do they not like? And then they can use the back if they want to write a novel about their child. And a lot of them do. I mean, some of them, this is their first time sending their kids to school or anywhere. And, you know, they're new parents, and they're excited and nervous and all that stuff. I have a pickup authorization form with the child's name, the mothers, fathers, anyone else who can pick them up, people who cannot pick them up, and a signature. And I also have it with just parent and caregiver, because not everyone is mother or father. I've had, 2 moms, 2 dads, all that. So I want everyone to feel comfortable. I also have a family and student information sheet. Some of this stuff is redundant. I might take a look at these and redo them, but these are just things that I've always had to have. And I just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. One other thing I like is a little smiley note home. And these are half sheets, and I can quickly jot something down and say, oh my gosh, Sierra had such a great day today. She learned how to use scissors really well, or she was so happy because she got to color a picture, or she shared toys really well in the dramatic play area, or just something really quick like that. Parents love that. And I don't know about you guys, but most of the parents at my school work, and I don't get to see them. I see the nannies, or the kids go to extended day. So that's that for back to school paperwork and welcome letter and all that. What I like to do is have them hand all the filled out paperwork to me at Meet the Teacher, or they can scan it and send it to me electronically. I print these things out and keep them in a notebook, because flipping to mom's number is easier than me sitting at my computer, logging into the school system, go to the hamburger menu, find the communications, find mom's number. It's just too much work. If I can have those in a binder, purple notebook holder for pre-K, green for preschool, I can find it quickly, my aides can find it quickly, my subs can find it quickly. We can call mom and say, hey, so-and-so had a potty accident. You didn't put clothes in. We had to borrow clothes from someone else, just so you know. Or, hey, Johnny just threw up on the rug, because that happens. Or, you know what? Susanna has a giant fever. Can you please come get her from school? Things like that. That I like to get at Meet the Teacher, and then I'll put it in alphabetical order, and I'll just kind of skim through all of it. And that helps with my relationship building. I'm looking at some of those things, and I'm seeing again what their pets' names are, what their siblings' names are, what mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. I'm seeing who can pick them up, the faces that I'm going to see. Oh, they have a nanny that's going to come every day, or it's going to be grandma. That's going to help me too when school starts. If I get a medical release form, and you know, so and so is allergic to nuts, here's their EpiPen, or they have, you know, hot or cold induced asthma or exercise induced asthma or seasonal asthma, things like that. I start learning more and more about those children. One thing that I'll do if they have a severe food allergy, I type that up and I tape that sucker to their placemat. Big, big, bold. So if I'm not there, or one of my aides who knows about these kids is not there, whoever is there will see in bold, allergic to nuts, read labels. Can't have milk, read labels. I am a mother of a child with severe food allergies, so I'm super sensitive to that. She also has asthma, so I got all that. I'm really good for the parents who have those things going on. But just some more suggestions on what you can do and what you can have on hand. At the beginning of the year, I'm going to go over my Meet the Teacher and Back to School night stuff in the coming week or so. But, and you guys are going to see my office get messier and messier and messier. You guys can't see the messiest part. As we get closer to school, it all ratchets up, doesn't it? And you just get busier and busier and busier. But enjoy your summer. Don't think too much about school, but remember, the more you do now, the easier it's going to be. So thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to. More stuff is coming.